So for those of you who didn't get to meet me before, my name is Shanine and I am the Platinum Director for Team Level Up, which is the team that you are participating in currently. I have been with Pharmacy for 2 years. I have been here since day one of the Canadian launch. I was a purple status with Unique prior to that. And what else can I tell you? I have 3 kids and a husband. I like them most of the time. And and I'm so happy that you guys came and chose us to be part of this. I do want to let you know that we're recording. So if you have potentials or you have people who are like, no, I'm going to do this with you, they will have access to this Zoom so that they can catch the replay and get this information as well. So Tegan, I'm going to pass it to you, babe.
And I am Tegan. I am a golden director. I started right with Shanine. I was with Unique previously. I was a orange status presenter. Gosh, it's been so many years. And I had Shanine was like a sideline sister, and we kind of, you guys know the story. We kind of made friends, and when Pharmacy launched in Canada, I definitely wanted to go with like-minded people. And so I'm excited for you guys to be here. One thing that I will say about our team is we have an amazing team culture. We made sure that we went out of our way from the very beginning to establish culture. As you kind of move along, you'll learn more about it. But we have amazing systems, and we have Shanine as our leader, and she's #1 in Canada and stays #1 in Canada for a reason, just because I think it's of everything, I would say culture and collaboration, meaning not one person carries the load, everybody jumps in at different times. And we understand when you say, I have my kids' baseball game, I feel like I'm living on my phone. That's not what we wanted when we came to Pharmacy. So we established this amazing group collaboration and culture when we started. All right. Shanine, are you going to show us the video first?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just pull it up. It's really windy outside, so like everything is flickering in my home right now.
Toronto, Ontario, get it together.
Seriously, of all days, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just pull up the video and then I'm gonna do a screen share. And hey, thanks, Hagen, for like shouting out that we're the #1 team in Canada.
Because we are.
It's so weird to even say that out loud. Okay. What do you mean I can't find the server? Okay, I may not be able to play this video. We may just have to go into the slideshow.
Okay.
And I can send this video into our group because it's telling me I can't find the server as soon as I press play.
Okay, so we can do that. So we have an amazing video that will probably give you guys goosebumps. We'll post it in the group so then you can share it with everybody. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go through a slideshow that has some of the frequent FAQs that are coming up that we threw together. So Level Up on the Rise, that's us, presents Pharmacy launching in the UK, and it's our opportunity in the UK. I need a little drum to be like, okay, Shanine.
Duh. Okay.
Okay. So I'm just going on my computer, but you guys can read that. So this is our UK launch. It's a ground floor opportunity powered by high quality luxury products, priced affordably. We are known as affordable luxury. To take on not only the direct selling industry, but also the United Kingdom retail industry. The opportunity is powered by rewarding, proven opportunity plan, and a vibrant, fun, and uplifting culture. That's us. Pharmacy is too. Pharmacy plans on disrupting the cosmetic, nutritional, and skincare industries in the UK and place our beauty influencers at the forefront of the most powerful social economic trends in the world today. and these are just the questions. The questions are at the front. What is pharmacy official pre-registration and when will it begin? Pharmacy UK official pre-registration will start mid-December. Pre-registration will allow UK residents to enroll in the UK as UK beauty influencers. Oh my goodness, the spelling, I need to fix this. Stay tuned in the beginning of December for a special announcement regarding pre-registration incentive. Go ahead. Okay. What is the target date for Pharmacy UK to begin selling products? We anticipate the launch to take place in the first week of February, with the launch event happening sometime in mid-February. You know what's so funny is that I'm trying to read off my computer and look in the camera like I'm presenting it, and they can't even see me anyway. Okay. What UK countries will be opened? While the UK consists of England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Huh?
No, go ahead. Someone was just off mute for a second.
Oh, okay. The UK consists of England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. England is the highest priority. There is potential for a staggered approach with one or more of the regions, but for now we are trying to launch all at the same time, but need to manage expectations and not commit until we see more details. Stay tuned. What will the price be to pre-register and what will be included in the price? The price to pre-register, sign-up fee, and pre-registration kit contents will be announced in early December. Pre-launch product experience program. Existing BIs out of the UK can use the program to allow UK residents to experience pharmacy products in advance of the launch. The intent is to allow the recipients to experience pharmacy products and share them with potential influencers. Next. The products will be pharmacy Poland products shipped from pharmacies operation center in Poland. The eligible products will be products intended for launch in the UK. Does Pharmacy UK have a UK website? And we're going to share this in the group as well, just so you guys are aware. The UK website will be launched soon. Any website that appears to be a pharmacy website should not be trusted. The UK pharmacy website will be, and we'll post it in the group, and the official Pharmacy UK Instagram page has been launched, if you guys aren't aware. Okay. What are the local UK prices and products? Prices will be announced later. Our prices will reflect our affordable luxury market positioning. Products to be launched at the launch event will include a range of makeup and skincare, along with select NutriPlus nutrition. Will everyone have an equal chance to earn incentives, recognition, and commissions at the time of the launch? Yes, pharmacy will treat everyone who signs up in the UK equally. When is my potential beauty influencer officially signed up under me? The official pre-registration is your first chance to secure a sign-up. Pharmacy has no way to force anyone to sign up and remain committed to any potential. Okay. What are the rules around sponsoring activities leading up to the official pre-registration? No one should claim to be a UK beauty influencer until signed up with Pharmacy in the UK. No one should claim to have special approval from the company or special benefits or preferential treatment from the company. No one should disparage or speak badly about any other beauty influencer. How will commissions and bonuses be paid? When will they be paid? Because let's be honest, that's why we're all here, to be paid. Funds will be placed in your pharmacy virtual wallet, and bank transfers and pay quicker will be provided options. Will beauty influencers outside of the UK be able to sponsor UK beauty influencers during the pre-registration period? And the answer is yes. Will beauty influencers outside of the UK be able to enroll customers during the pre-registration period? Beauty influencers outside of the UK will not be able to enroll UK customers during the pre-registration period. However, we plan to allow this in the future sometime in the first half of 2024. Will UK Pharmacy have the Royalty Circle and Legacy Circle? Yes. Please stay tuned for more details regarding benefits and requirements. And if you're wondering what Royalty and Legacy Circle is a term that covers founder, but it's called Legacy Circle, which sounds much better in my opinion. How much is the UK sign-up fee? And it's going to be announced in early December. How will customer support work for the UK? Gosh, let me re-say that again. How will customer support work for the UK? The UK customer support will be provided from the existing market and the existing customer support. Will the pharmacy subscription program be available in the UK at the launch? It will not. We will be targeting the first half of 2024 to launch that. And where are all the products going to be shipped from? The products are going to be shipped to you by your third-party logistic partner from the Poland distribution center. And then the last one, questions.
So,
if any,
so a lot of the bread and butter, like the compensation. So I'm going to say this because Haley's a green personality. The compensation plan, the cost of things, more so that's going to roll out and be announced within the next week or so. I would assume before pre-registration, which is supposed to be mid-December, which is about 2.5 weeks away. So once we start getting that information, excuse me, I'm going to put it into our opportunity group, but we're going to also have another meeting to kind of go through that as well. And I'm going to ask Cortland and our senior vice president of the company, Gochen, to be part of that so they can go more in depth with those things for you. Any questions about anything that Tegan touched up on? That was like the boring part.
It's the we have to say this to you part.
Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Go ahead, Haley.
No, the only question I had, which you've already anticipated, was the detail. So do you think, when they say the beginning of December, I was hoping like Friday, but we would know by now, wouldn't we, if it was going to be the first?
We would, and I think because the first of every month is always like a launch kickoff situation, okay. And because it's leading into a weekend, knowing the trajectory of how corporate is, we probably won't know until early next week. But I can go and ask corporate when we get off this meeting today to see if there's an actual timeline when I can expect to hear that there's going to be updated information for that.
Yeah, good. Just to know, right, on this day, this is when we're going to get the goods.
100%. No, I totally understand. Do we have any other questions about the information that Tegan shared?
I have a question.
Sure.
So obviously I've seen other groups in the UK and they got a whole lot more people in the groups. How is this group going to work in like terms of like bringing the culture that you've got, the culture that you so highly speak about? How are we gonna bring that across? Because at the moment this seemed like a very small group. Does that make sense?
It does. So for me, I haven't really been pushing this for me, except for the last couple of weeks because it's very, very busy and I'm very, very overwhelmed. So I'm not going to lie to you on that. And our team, because we're not a team that likes to cold message, we're not a team that likes to, go searching for people and prospects. That's just not how we manage that here. So right now we've just focused our group to just, if they have people in the UK who are interested or they know people that they've spoken to directly, we're adding them in there. So that group is becoming something that's going to be more of a fruition for you ladies who are like, yeah, I'm going to come into pharmacy, to pull your potentials into that group. And then once we open, you guys will expand into our much larger group. Tegan, did you want to expand on that?
Yeah, and I also want to add too that some of the other UK groups have bigger leaders that have just recently left Unique. So because the big leaders have recently left, Unique in other big companies, you know, there's kind of a rule where they can't really do so much. So what they've done is if they focused on knowing that UK is coming, really running hard and fast into UK, where us Canadians, we were focused this month on getting, you know, Black Friday, you know, the sales of this month, and just focusing on our team culture. And like Shanine said, we're not a big cold messaging, let's go message 100,000 people just because it's in the UK. Like I've reached out to you guys and I've reached out to some other people, but I'm not cold messaging anybody in the UK. That's just not the way that I roll in that sense.
And you know, some of those groups, because I was in one of those groups, they have like a pool of potentials in there that are in the United Kingdom, but they do have a bulk of their own team in that group. So I mean, my upline has a group and she's got like 150 people in there, and there's only 30 UK potentials in there. The rest of our team that are in there because they want to see how she's doing this, right? It's kind of like, I want to be on the fly in the wall. I want to see, I don't want to have FOMO. I want to see what's going on in there. So, you know, we're small, but we're doing this the right way. We want to also have that time with you guys. If you have questions, if you guys post stuff in there, when it's not overcrowded with a bunch of people who are literally have no desire to expand outside of Canada, that just wastes so much like space. This way, you know, if you post something, me and Tegan are going to see it. Our other leaders right now have not even tried to expand outside of Canada as of yet.
Thank you.
Tegan, did you want to add anything?
No, that's kind of it. And the other thing is our team culture. It's hard to put our team culture in the group, but we have so many different things that go on once you get with us for team culture. So that's kind of hard to portray in the group. And the other thing that I want to add is, Sergi, just because someone's in a group, like you, for example, you're in one group, maybe 2 or 3 groups. I'm sure there's multiple groups going on across the UK. That does not mean that those people are going to be signed up with them. They're just in there getting information and kind of looking and seeing any new up-to-date information. Because when you're excited about an opportunity, you want to go, you know, FBI searching. So like Shanine said, there's a lot of people in there that are team versus actual potentials. And then there's other groups that are, you know, big. I'm sure Amber Voigt's group, or Zach Green. I think Zach Green's another leader that is leaving. I'm sure he has a massive group. It kind of just depends on each individual leader.
Can I just add my 2 pennies again? I've been in 2 of those UK groups because I was looking, I've said this to Shanine, I was looking for information, and it's not always the best just being in a massive pool of people. So when I found Shanine and she added me in, I was like, yes, this is where I need to be. I was in those large groups and I didn't like it. I'm just saying.
No, I totally understand and get that. And like you know, like Shanine and Tegan said, I found those groups before Tegan's group, so that's the reason why I'm in them. But I've already seen the falling out and the cattiness, and they're not my people.
No, the drama in so as a top leader in Canada, I've heard all the drama, and I am in an era where I'm like, not my problem, bless and release,
Not
I'm
my
out of
problem.
here, right? Like I just can't. Like I don't lead in a toxic positivity environment. Like if you're pissed off and you say, I don't like this, we will work through it with you and we will address the situation like grown-ups do, right? But that cattiness, that like mean girl mentality, that like popularity contest, yeah, that's not something that we're interested in here. We're interested in, you know, showing people how to do this properly and elevate so that you grow as a human, that you gain that confidence, you gain, you know, experience. And are you here for finances? Everybody wants to get paid. So like that goes without saying, but I can tell you that our team, we have, I think, because I have the largest team in Canada, I think we're at about 5,000 or 6,000. And I can tell you it's been minimal drama. And I haven't seen anybody post about, I need to make $20 today. Who wants a mascara? Like, I don't see those kind of posts, and I don't see a lot of bragging. Like, I don't really see that because we don't coach that way, right? We coach with confidence. Like, if you have a milestone, like where you are today, and you're somewhere else in 30 days that makes you proud because pharmacy impacted that, we're going to encourage that. But that whole drama thing, that was another reason why for me and Tegan, for us to, create a UK group, we were very low key to avoid all of that drama because there was just so much. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't even be invested in that. I have 3 children, and that's enough drama for me.
Teenagers, exactly.
I know teenagers are the worst.
They're the worst. Who invented them?
I know. I don't think I was that bad as a teenager, but I'm sure my mom and my dad would say otherwise. Do you guys have any? Oh, go ahead, Tegan. Go ahead, sweetie.
The other thing that I want you guys to really do look is in the video that we wanted to show you guys today, because I think it's really important. I know when I left my previous company, I got a lot of, pharmacy, they're cheap. And then I learned why we have affordable luxury. And I think that it hits home for me. I'm a country girl, but we manufacture our own products. We don't ship through Cody and have partnerships with all these different manufacturers. We we have our own well, we have our own greenhouses, we have our own stuff, which is like, it's revolutionary, it's innovative, and it's groundbreaking for if you're looking that deep, more than just, this is a company. Like, that is huge. To have your own well. I was like, ooh, we have our own well. When I learned those things, I was like, wow, I never want to leave pharmacy. This is really a family company, that it works I can't even put into words what that is. So if you guys can, when we post that video, if you watch it, it's huge.
I'm going to post both those videos, the 2-minute one and the 12-minute one, because I think that it will give them a good perspective. And the thing is that about pharmacy that, I was at Unique for 5 years, and I had to work so hard to earn a trip to corporate that I never even got to take because COVID happened. So I didn't even get to take that trip. But when pharmacy launched here, I earned their golden trip within 5 days of launching. And I was blown away. I was like, this is weird. How am I going to get a free trip to Turkey? I'm in Canada. You know how much it costs to fly to Turkey? It's very, very, very expensive. And I didn't know what to expect. I thought going into the corporate head office would be glitz and glam and, kind of pretentious, there's flashy lights, and it's complete opposite. It was just very down to earth. And I have never seen a cleaner warehouse in my entire life. So Tegan was talking about the wells. I think they have more than one, because Emre opened them. He gave us a private tour and he opened them. But I have never seen anything like pharmacy, seeing how the mascara is made, seeing how they tube things, how they actually make our packaging. And it's just exquisite. And I'm so excited for you ladies to get because you guys will, I have no doubt you'll go in there and you'll get to see it firsthand and not just see pictures and videos. And, pharmacy has elevated so much in the past 2 years that, I didn't even think was going to be possible. I'm not going to lie to you. When I first started with pharmacy, I was like, I don't know. Because I was so used to what Unique had to offer. I was so used to how they operated things. I was so used to how they rolled things out. And, it wasn't perfect when it was rolled out here. It was kind of a disaster. Not going to lie. It was kind of stressful. And I didn't know where I was going to be. And after going to that trip to Turkey and seeing how much they invested in us and how much they planned for us and how much they really wanted us to be present in those moments, I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. I worked in the corporate world for a really long time. I have a law background and a business background, and I had never seen any company bend over backwards the way I have seen pharmacy. And what's going to be great for you ladies is because you will be part of the launch, is more than likely you're going to hit those leadership ranks, which is that we have so many ranks. It's insane. But the bigger ones for the leadership are 18% and up. is that you're going to get to go on Zooms and chats in WhatsApp to speak directly to the corporate team. They don't hide. They don't hide at all. We actually have chats that have girls who just had like a really amazing month, and they just started, and they pull them into a chat and they have these discussions and they get their ideas, and they listen to our concerns. They take our feedback. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's unreal, I think.
Yes. You put it into words, and I earned the trip too, but I didn't get a chance to go. So I plan on earning it again. That's the other thing, is that trips, if you don't go on the pharmacy trip, I didn't end up going, and I didn't end up going the next year, but your trip rolls around. If you were to earn it, your trip would roll around to the next year. It's not like, oh, you didn't earn it, too bad, bye. That's the pharmacy trip. Not every trip is like that, but that was like, oh wow, so nice.
Yeah. What else can we tell you? Okay, so if you stick with us, which I hope you do, our team, unlike any other team that's in Canada, we actually have our own website. It's our onboarding website. So it's a one-stop all access for you that you'll have, you'll get to look at, where you can go, and when you go to launch, you click on links and it'll take you to all the launch materials that you need, takes you to all the training materials that you need, takes you to our team page, our team chat, any of our content pages. We also have a content channel in Telegram. I don't know if you've ever heard of that app before, Telegram. So we have a Telegram channel where our team pulls in our own content, and that way everybody in our team can share it. So we're not in those groups where people are sharing things that are against compliance, where people are bashing things. Like, we completely exit from that. I feel like we're a little isolated now that I'm saying that. What else? Did I miss anything, Tegan? I don't even know.
You talked about we talked about our collaborative team page, which we have. We talked about the onboarding website. We also have an opportunity link. So if you're like, someone's like, what, about the opportunity, we have a link that you can send them.
I'll share that in the group for them.
Okay. A milkshake link that kind of is the Coles Notes of pharmacy. And then, you can talk to them further. And then the stuff that we have through pharmacy is we have a Glow Academy, and we have a new group, which is it's called the Accelerate group. And it has so much training from top leaders that you could literally, if you want to work on sponsoring, if you want to work on sales, if you want to work on branding, if you want to work on figuring out your niche, like all these different subheadings that you guys are well aware of for, direct sales and, growing as a person. Like, there's so many things, and you can just work through them. Like, there's no rush. I'm so happy that corporate actually, and that's new. Corporate just put that together. It's new. It's great. It doesn't feel like, oh, sometimes you miss lives and you're like tracking people. Like, is it going to be recorded? Is it going to be this? Like, you can just go back and work your, whatever you're doing in that week, work your way through it, get your own notes, and then go on to the next live. So that's kind of all the main Coles Notes that I have for you guys. Thank you for jumping on. If you have any questions, please feel free to message us or ask us in the group. And Sergi, I'm so glad that you asked that question, because it allowed us to really differentiate, why we look so small versus having big, large, massive groups.
Yeah. Agreed. I would like to give you guys some time to maybe speak to people that you would love to bring on with you, and kind of bulk up our little group a little bit more, so we could reconvene next week and talk about launch materials, like how to launch and approaches, and get those girls in there, so that once the pre-registration starts, it's more of a flow where they pre-register, and then we can start merging you into our team stuff, and we can help you with, posting or any kind of messaging or any kind of training that you need. But my goal is to get you guys pre-registered in mid-December, and then actually incorporate you guys into our team Zoom calls and all into our team community, so you guys can see the training that goes on and all of the work that goes on behind it. And if it's something that you're like, I want to start participating in this, you're 1000% can. Our team culture is not led by just me. It's not the Shanine show. It's the entire team. So what may work for me may not work for Tegan. What may work for Tegan may not work for Haley. What Haley can help somebody who's just coming in. Like there's so many different variations that I always make sure that everybody has a place, everybody has a voice, and everybody has that support. So my goal is to get you guys over to that side. So we just have to wait for corporate to roll out the rest of the info so we can do that.
I think that's a great idea. So we can, when we launch, we can just launch and have most questions answered, as many questions answered as possible.
It'll kind of like you guys are getting your foot in the door and getting ahead. So when the big launch happens, you guys are already in a groove of how everything behind the scenes works. And then you can just go, go, go.
I know February seems so far away. I can remember when we launched with pharmacy, we were delayed a month, and I thought it was this like the end of the world because I was so excited and we just want to launch, but I was so thankful. I'm so thankful for the month now. So I mean, it seems like February is so far away, but it gives you so much time to prepare and get your own however you do it. Yeah.
Well, January 1st is next week. That's how fast it's gonna go. Do you ladies have any other questions for us? And I know that we weren't as formal as maybe what you're used to, but this is us.
I think this is much better because you've been, yeah, I was just checking out. I was on mute. No, it's much better because you're being you and we get to see you. Sorry that my camera's off. I'm kind of lying in bed. So it's not like you're being pretentious or you're in it for the numbers.
No, definitely not.
No.
You know what? While I have you here, just really quickly, if you guys have 5 minutes, I'm going to share my story with you. Because I think this is really gives you guys an insight of why I do what I do. And ultimately, yeah, I like to get paid and provide for my family, but I come from like welfare grade family, like the low of the lowest. My parents incredibly poor. And growing up, I had always told myself I want to do more for myself. And I paid my way through college. I worked multiple jobs. Everything I had, I've always worked my shoulda, coulda, wouldas off for it. And about 2013. So 7 years ago, had to do the math. 7 years ago, I tried to take my own life. I got incredibly depressed, and the day after Christmas of that year, I swallowed a whole bottle of pills, and my husband found me laying on the floor with my kids. My kids saw that. And this was like a super low point in my life. And at that same time, I had joined this industry. And my doctor wanted to put me on all kinds of medication. And Tegan will tell you, I am not a med person. Like I won't even take Tylenol or Advil when I have a bad headache because I just don't want to do it. So I didn't want to have any medical sedation to help get through depression. So my doctor firmly looked at me and he said, you need to find something that is going to bring you some happiness where you can take an hour a day and just pivot on yourself. And I had done that. I pulled all of my energy into like my unique stuff. And I started to grow and I started to like see that there were so many other women who were going through or who had gone through the same thing I did. And we were just sort of like in this collective. And, you know, here we are 7 years later, and I have people telling me that they're going through what I went through back then, but that I'm able to help them. So this has become a bigger thing for me than just, you know, getting a paycheck or hitting a certain rank. And, you know, of course I love those things, but ultimately my goal is just to show people that you could come from literally the bottom of the trash can and you can rise up and you can overcome even your darkest moments. So I think that's like really important for me to share that.
Amazing. But yeah.
I gave you guys the condensed version. But no, like it's just it for me. I love this team so much. And Tegan will tell you, I am always there for everybody, even when I'm not there for myself, because I just think that you guys play such a big role in my life, and you guys deserve to have somebody make you feel seen and heard, because as women, we don't get that very often at all, right? And if we're playing this industry to be something to help you earn extra money or help gain confidence, or have this freedom, then we've got to support each other and show that it's true, because so many people and so many leaders in this industry do not do that. They wave the fancy cars and the fancy bags and the ridiculous, lavish things that they've purchased, which is not real life. If you think about it, like a handful of people can get there, and that's just being real. But for other people who are not doing this for those same reasons, it doesn't give them any sort of acceptance or feel welcoming or any value. They look at somebody like, okay, they just got $1 million and I'm sitting here, I can't even make $50. Like, you need to have people who can give you that relation. And regardless if I go up in ranks or Tegan goes up in ranks, financially or whatever, we know what it's like to be at that bottom, looking up and thinking that it's impossible. So we always want to make sure that everybody on the team feels like they have a safe space, a place, a voice, and a relatable mentor. And now I'm going to shut up.
How did you ladies manage to transition from Unique to pharmacy?
I got fired because I agreed with somebody in our exclusive status group and about the culture changing. It felt like there was like a shift, like a very heavy shift. It didn't feel like the same community as it once was. And I forget his last name, but Ben, whatever his last name was, he didn't like that we were agreeing with the person who said that, and he kicked us out of the group. And then I was like, okay, well, this is going to solidify me to just leave. Like, I was so unhappy there. My paychecks were dirt and people were crusty. And I was just like, I can't do this. And when I went to go put in my resignation, Unique sent me an email telling me that I was no longer welcome there and I was not allowed to come back. Yeah. So, pharmacy was sort of falling into my lap at that time. I was kind of just thinking about it. And so when Unique did that, that just was like, okay, cool. You don't want me to come back or come work for you anymore? Peace out. See you later. Like, it's fine. And then I just dove into, doing the launch for pharmacy. I started talking about it on my wall and how excited I was. And I had no product at the time. I just liked that Zen mascara was $7. I was like, this mascara is $7. I just kind of ran with it and hoped for the best. And then Tegan creeped in my inbox, was like, what is this about? What are you doing? She was creeping me, Haley.
I was shocked when Tegan left. I was like, what?
Yeah, I fell in love with Tegan at Unique. I creeped her. I creeped Tegan hard, and she knows. But now she's like my best friend. So there you go.
For sure. And mine was a little bit different. Sergi, I was like feeling, everybody kind of feels it. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with the company. It might not always be, my story is a little bit different than Shanine's, right? It might not necessarily be the company, but I had felt it for the past year, for different reasons, right? Different reasons, different seasons, your family changes, all that stuff. And that's why I was glad for that additional month for pharmacy for the launch, because it gave me time to, make an announcement. You don't have to go into depth or detail, but make an announcement to your friends and families and customers. But I felt like I was literally going through a really bad divorce. It was a kind of an emotional roller coaster for me, where I was like, especially, for the women of color group. And I still talk to so many of those women all the time, like Tia, Tammy, Shirley, I still talk to them all the time. SJ, I still talk to her. So I felt like I was like going through a divorce and losing my kids in custody in a custody battle type deal. But that's why that month gave me that time to kind of transition. And I mean, I still shout people out from the sidelines. I'm not one of those people that just want to be friends with you for the company and then ditch you after. But I was blocked. I did lose people, but they were never my people anyways, right? Like I said, I still talk to Tia and them. They're my people. Veronica, they're my people. And so that's kind of how my transition was, but it was kind of an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I've been blocked because I said I'm thinking about it. I've been blocked and deleted from groups and stuff, but and I haven't even decided 100% yet what my next move is gonna be. I just know either I'll do pharmacy or I'm just gonna just become a customer to somebody, whether it's Unique Pharmacy or whatever. But yeah.
It's just sad that it's like that where people get like that. Oh, she's not going to be part of my company. Let's block her. Let's she's a threat. Like, it's just crazy to me how that mentality is. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
And I get it because there are leaders that poach, but I never once did all that kind of stuff. And I'm sorry that you were that has happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you speak to SJ, but it's not the time or place for it. Yeah,
We're
I
gonna make
wasn't
you fall in love with us, Sergi. You're gonna fall in love with us. That's what's gonna happen.
I wasn't poaching anybody. I just said hi to somebody and and conversation evolved from there. And I don't know, people took it all the wrong way. But hey ho, that's another conversation for another day.
It's unfortunate. All right, ladies. So I know that it's getting late over there. It is school get home time here. That means our lives are about to go crazy. Well, mine anyways.
Yeah.
If you guys have any more questions, feel free to always reach out, use the group. I'll get some more info in there. Tegan will get more info in there. And we're here whenever you need us.